Good afternoon, everyone. This is the sixth session of your class, chapter number 2, Introduction to Data Structure and Stack. The last class, we have discussed about the concept of what is a data structure and the classification of data structure. So, here, the data structure, that means it's a way of organizing and storing the data in the computer system, that is we can call it as a data structure. The data structure is classified into the two different types. One is a primitive data structure, another one is non-primitive data structure. The primitive data structure, the examples are the int, float, char and double. So the primitive data structure, these are all the data structure which are the directly operated upon some machine level instruction. This is the definition of the primitive data structure. And the second category, the non-primitive data structure. These are all the data structure which are does not depending upon some of the machine level instructions, so that we can call it as a non-primitive data structure. The non-primitive data structure can furthermore classified into the two different types. The one is that linear non-primitive data structure. Another one is the non-linear non-primitive data structure. So linear non-primitive data structure. The examples are the stack, queues and linked list. And the examples of the non-linear non-primitive data structures which are the trees and also graphs. So the first example of the linear non-primitive data structure, which is a stack. So what do you mean by the stack? The stack is the ordered collection of an item where the elements are inserted at one end and the elements are deleted at the same end. That end we can call it as a top of the stack. Then let me know about the concept is that the operations on the stacks. So operations on the stack, it consisting of the 6 different types of the operations. The first operation is that stack. The stack, it's a function, it creates the new stack. Initially that is an empty. So it needs the no parameters and returns an empty stack. This is an first operation. And the second operation is that push. Within the bracket, the item is present as an parameter. So it adds a new item into the top of the stack. So this is the second operation. The third operation is an pop. The pop is the process of the removing the top item from the stack. This is the third operation. And the next operation is a pick. It returns the top item from the stack, but it does not removing it. This is the fourth operation. And the fifth operation is that is empty. This function, it checks whether it tests whether the stack is an empty or not. The last operation is the size. So it returns how many number of the items are present in the stack. So these are all the sum of the operations which are present on the stacks. Then the next concept is the push operation. The first of all, what is a push operation? The push operation, it is a process of adding the element or an items to the stack which are represented by an operation. That operation is called as a push operation. The process of adding the one element or an item to the stack is represented by an operation is called as push operation. The new element is added to the topmost position of the stack. This is the definition of an push operation. The algorithm of the push operation is that here is an algorithm, the push. So within the brackets, some of the parameters are there: stack, top, item. The stack is an array with n elements. The top is a pointer to the top of the element of an array, and the item, which item are to be inserted into the stack. Step 1, if the top is double equal to n minus 1. So this is a condition, it checks whether the stack is an overflow or not. Then print stack is overflow, that means it checks whether the stack is overflow or not. 1, the top is double equal to n minus 1. When this condition becomes true, it prints the statement stack is full. or overflow. This condition is become true, then it exit the loop. Then step 2. So when this condition become false, go to the step 2. The top equal to top plus 1. So that is the top pointer are to be incremented by the 1. Then go to the step 3. The S of top which is equal to item. Here insert the item into the top of the stack. Then the step 4 is an return. Once again I'll repeat. The step 1, if the top is double equal to n minus 1. When this condition checks, it checks whether the stack is an overflow or not. When this condition is become true, the statement stack is full is printed. Otherwise, then go to the step 2, increment the top pointer, that is top is equal to top plus 1. Then the next step is the step 3 is the S of top equal to an item. Here inserting the new item into the top of the stack, then exit or return the function. This is the algorithm for the push operation. Then the next operation is an pop operation. It's a process of deleting one element or an item from the stack is represented by an operation is called as a pop operation. Here is the algorithm. Pop within the brackets stack, top and item. These are all the parameters of the algorithm. Here the stack is an array with an n elements. Top is a pointer to the top of the element. Then the item, that is which item are to be inserted into the stack. Which item are to be deleted from the stack. Here these are all the algorithm. Step 1, if the top is double equal to n, null. So it checks whether the stack is underflow or not. Then when this condition become true, the statement stack is empty is printed. Otherwise, go to the step 2, item equal to stack of top. Here the copy the topest element from the stack. Then go to the step 3. Then decrement the top pointer, that is the top is equal to top minus 1. Then return the function. This is the algorithm for the pop operation. So here is one example. The implementation of the stack using the structure. So here the first statement hash include stdio.h. The stdio.h, it is the header file. It contains the number of the classes and also any functions. So here, we have to use the scanf or a printf. So that is used the header file, the stdio.h. It includes the number of the files, functions on the other classes. The second statement is hash define max size, and that is max size. The maximum size of the stack is a 5. Then defining the structure, that is a struct, it is a keyword. The stack is a structure name. Then opening flower bracket, int stk, it's a stack name. Within the bracket max size, that is a maximum size. The maximum size is a 5. The next is int space top. Top is a variable of the type of an int. Then closing bracket. Here we have to defining the structure variable by using the type def function. That is type def struct space stack space stack. Stack is a structure variable of the type stack. Then the another structure variable yes. So it is also the defined by using the user defined data type, that is a stack. The next is void push, int, pop, void display. These three are the member functions of this stack program. The next is void main. Every C and C++ program, the execution must be starts with this main function. Then opening flower bracket. Here the choice, it is a variable of the type of int. Option, int option, which is equal to 1. So 1 is the value which is assigned to the variable option of the type of the int. The next is yes dot top, which is equal to -1. So yes is a structure variable of the type stack, that is top is a pointer. So which is initialized to the value -1. Then the statement is printed, that is stack operations. while within the bracket options. So in the options, the which options are to be chosen. That means 1 for the push, 2 for the pop, 3 for the display, 4 for the exit. These are all the some of the choices of this the program. Then the statement, enter your choice. So which choice we have to choose, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. So by using the switch cases. Then scanf, so we have to choosing the any one of the choice. Then switch choice, so which one has to be chosen. Then case 1 push function, case 2 pop function, case 3 display, then the case 4 that returns the values of the switch cases. The next, the flower bracket close. Then the printf, do you want to continue the type 0 or the 1? So continue for an 1, then exit for the 0. Then the scanf, that is percentage of t, we have to choosing the 0 or the 1. Then bracket close, and the main function is also closed. So here the sum of the functions, push, pop, display, these are all the functions are defined here. So this is a function for the push operation, that is a push. This is the definition of a push operation function. Void push, flower bracket open, int number. So which number are to be entered into the stack. Then if s of top which is equal to maximum size minus 1. This condition, it checks whether the stack is a full or not. When this condition become true, the stack is a full. Otherwise, go to the next statements, enter the element to be pushed. So scanf, reading the any number, that is a percentage of d, that is ampersand symbol of the number. The statements that is reading the any number into the stack. Then increment the top pointer, that is s dot top which is equal to s dot top plus 1. Then the stack of s dot top which is equal to number. So here the inserting the any item into the stack. So then return. So this is a function for adding the element into the stack. Then the another definition of the function pop operation. This function is to delete an element from the stack. Here is the function int pop in opening bracket. Here also we have to declaring the one variable num of the type of int. Then the statement if the s dot top equal to minus 1. It checks whether the stack is an underflow or not. That is, stack is empty or not. So when this condition is become true, the stack is an empty. So otherwise, go to the next statement. The number which is equal to s of stack of s of top. So this number has to be copied into the any variable num. Then pop the element. Then decrement the top pointer, that is s dot top which is equal to s dot top minus 1. Then return that number. This function is used to delete an item from the stack. This is the second function. Then third function definition is that this is a function to display the status of the stack. Void display int I. I is the index for the type, index for this the function, the type data type which is that int. If s dot top which is equal to minus 1. This condition, it checks whether the stack is empty or not. Otherwise, go to the next statements. The print the statement, the status of the stack which is that for the I is equal to s dot top, then I greater than equal to 0, I minus minus. These are all the, this is the statement for displaying the number of the elements in the stack. Then it is a displaying the number of the elements, that is how many number of the elements which are present in that stack. Then it is a printed. So for example 10, 20, 30, these are all the numbers which are the present in the stack. It displaying 10, 20, 30 numbers. Then printf. So this is a function for the displaying the status of the stack. So this is the end of the program. Then the applications of the stack. So here the stack, it is the where the stack which is used in the number of the applications like an, it is used to reverse a word. full stop. So here you push a given word to the stack, the letter by letter, then the pop the letter from the stack. For example, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have to reversing the numbers 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So this is on general applications. Then the second is anto mechanism in the text editor. So in the, for example, in the word. Then backtracking. The backtracking, this is a process when you need to access the most recent data element in a series of elements. Once you reach the dead end, then you must backtrack. Then the language processing technique. In the compiler, the syntax check the matching braces in the implemented by using the stack. Then the next application is a conversion of the decimal number to a binary or the binary number to a decimal. Then the conversion of the infix expression into prefix or postfix. Then the quicksort, then the runtime memory management. These are all the some of the applications of a stack. Thank you. This is the end of the session.